Hi, it's Caitlin and I'm here with a huge, beautiful new collection from by Dany Vianna. This collection is inspired by Wicked, specifically the musical from Broadway. Daniela is obsessed with it. She's told me about how much she loves it, and she was really motivated and inspired to create an exceptional collection, and truly she outdid herself with this one. I did see the musical production of Wicked many years ago, maybe 15, maybe 20. I don't know. It was a really long time ago and I remember nothing from it. So I don't have any knowledge of the references. But it's very exciting that the movie's coming out. I definitely want to check that out. This collection will be launching on November 5th on the By Dany Vianna website, which I will include below. It will also be coming to Stockists, so I will list the usual Stockists that carry By Dany Vianna, and they should be either there now or soon. I also have some details about the Black Friday sale from By Dany Vianna. It will start on Black Friday and run through Cyber Monday. There will be a gift with purchase, which I will be showing off in this swatch video. It will come with any order over $30 US, and there will also be 10 to 70% off everything in the shop. So if you're dying to get this collection now, grab it now. But if you want, you can definitely pick it up during the sale. And yeah, I will include whatever else I might have missed in the description, but let's get into the swatches. So there is definitely a story that goes along with these polishes, and I will show them to you in the order that Daniela provided me the information. So this starts with green Elixir, which is mostly the reason why Alphaba has her ferny little cabbage coloring. Green Elixir has a neon green jelly base with green aurora shimmer and silver magnetic pigment. This is a really interesting color. I mean, it's neon-esque. It's not, highlighter neon by any means, but it is an incredible shade of green. You are going to see a lot of green in this collection, but trust me, every single one is unique and beautiful. So when this gets magnetized, especially with the cat eye, as you just saw, it produces this very bright neon green. If you choose to do more of the velvet style here, it's going to provide this beautiful silver overlay. It's absolutely stunning. And in 2 coats, I'm going to say this is opaque. Of course, I will recommend glossy top coat. I always do. This is going to provide beautiful shine and shimmer. This is truly starting off with a bang. Such a unique polish. I absolutely love it. And on my pinky, I left it unmagnetized for anyone who is not sure about magnetics. It looks beautiful even if you don't apply one. Next up we have Elfie, and Elfie is a shade that can be worn as a topper or on its own. It is a gorgeous green aurora shimmer with a light green reflective glitter. So on my index, I am going to show this over a warm brown crelly jelly, and I will also show it on its own. This is so stunning. I really love this polish. If you're into sheer colors, you're gonna love this one because I love a sheer polish, and this one is quite exceptional between the shimmer and the beautiful twinkle from the reflective glitter. It is very sparingly done, so the reflective glitter isn't providing a ton of texture. It, as you can see, applies like velvet on the nail, and with my skin tone, this kind of just looks absolutely perfect. I really love it, and as you can see here in the golden sunlight, this is truly stunning. And now we have Galinda, and Galinda, this one, Daniela says she was inspired by what we can see of her wardrobe when she arrives at Shiz. Again, I don't know any of these references, but this one has a sheer purple jelly base with a strong pink to gold aurora shimmer. And I knew I was going to love this one when I saw it in the bottle, but the formula on the nail made me love it even more. This is like beautifully finely milled shimmer, almost like a purpley pink pearl. It's so beautiful. The formula goes on like butter. I will recommend 3 coats, and I can't wait for you to see this one. It's like beyond shifty and so delicate and beautiful. Really, really impressed with it. And again, I'm going to say that a lot throughout this video because everything here is just beautifully done. Next up we have Verdigris, which is also inspired by the kind-hearted and Defensor. I guess it's a character. This one is a Verdigris Crelly with a pinch of the same green shimmer that's in Alfie. So this one is super pretty. I love that twinkling shimmer kind of hiding in the background, but it's still definitely visible. The formula is very smooth, very even. You could definitely leave this a bit sheerer in 2 coats, but I will, build it up in 3 because it definitely could benefit from 3, especially if you have longer nails than I do. But as you can see, the formula is like butter. It definitely deepens up on that 3rd coat, and you still get a glimpse of the beautiful shimmer within. Here we have Something Bad. This one has green Aurora shimmer with a purple ultra chrome chameleon magnetic effect. The contrasting colors were put together when Daniela was thinking of the headmistress of the school and the wizard, and it's inspired by the moment that Dr. Dillyman shares with Elphaba. So this is another one where, because of the magnetic, you can wear it however you want. I was blown away when I applied the magnet to this one here in the cat eye style, as you're about to see. It pulls away this beautiful kind of golden green. The purple stripe is stunning, and I will also show it here using a little horseshoe style magnet from Phoenix. It works really well and it pulls the pigment beautifully too. Definitely a different look, but that's what's fun about magnetics. You can choose your adventure. This one will definitely reach opacity in 3 coats, and I just love the stunning shifts in here. This polish is really beyond beautiful, regardless of how you choose to wear it, and I will show it on my pinky unmagnetized here so you can see how it looks. But really, this one definitely benefits from having the magnet applied, and I would argue it looks best as a cat eye effect on my index where you can see the whole almost rainbow of color shifts. And now we're going to take a look at Nessa, which has a mix of silver reflective and silver holographic glitters. It's inspired not only by Nessa's shoes, but also her relationship with Buck or Buke. I'm sorry, guys. I did see the play, like I said, but a very long time ago, and I just don't like musicals. Sorry. So this one is jam-packed with glitter. It's definitely going to be difficult to remove, and it's going to be very, very textured. So it is incredibly sparkly, as you're going to see, but I will recommend applying a layer of glitter grabber top coat, which is what I did before going in with my regular top coat. So there's 2 layers of top coat there to get it as smooth as possible. And the hollow in here is off the charts. Honestly, the glitters that Daniela used are perfect. And I do want a pair of shoes that are this holographic, so just going to put that out there in the universe. Now we're going to look at Out of the Goodness of My Heart, which is inspired by Galinda's wand, the one she only ever got because Nessa and Alphaba were grateful for her interference in getting Nessa a date. This one has a pink Aurora shimmer, pink reflective glitter, and a pink glow in the dark effect. So this one is really pretty and delicate. I love the color of this. And I can't wait for you to see it glow in the dark. This one really, really excited me. So here you can see it glowing in the dark. It is so pink. I had so much fun with this one. And the glow in the dark effect is actually super strong. I barely had my hands in the sun or any light, and it glows like the dickens, as you can see here. And you are going to see it in regular lighting. It's still beautiful, regardless of how you choose to wear it. Next up we have Black is this year's pink, which has a black jelly base, pink reflective glitter, and a UV activated pink glow in the dark effect. So there is a note about this one, and since it has a dark base, this polish requires not only a larger quantity of glow in the dark pigment, which causes it to separate in the bottle. So do leave this upside down and shake it really, really hard before you apply it to get a good distribution of the glow-in-the-dark pigment. I did find it to be a little finicky with the glow-in-the-dark effect. I tried my best to shake it as hard as I could, but you can see in the bottle compared to on the nail, it wasn't as pink, but it's still a really fun polish, and again, super textured with the reflective glitter, so use 2 layers of top coat to smooth everything out. So here you can see it glowing in the dark. It wasn't overly pink in the dark on my nails, but you can see it looked more pink in the bottle than my nails, so perhaps I didn't shake it well enough, but it still glows very beautifully, and you can see it here in the sunlight. And then the next clip you will see will be with a UV flashlight, so you can see the pink glitters glowing in the dark. So very complex polish with lots going on. Moving along, we have the Great and Terrible Oz. This one is a green magnetic with gold metallic shreds and a mix of metallic and ultra chrome chameleon flakes. This one starts off very sheer, but it does actually build up quite nicely. And there's, again, very beautiful, very expensive ingredients in here. These are very high quality polishes and they're beautifully done. So as always, I'm doing my index with the cat eye effect. And my middle finger I will do with the velvet style. This gives a different vibe depending on how you choose to wear it. It's a really interesting polish. If you are planning to wear it with the cat eye effect, you definitely want to build it up in 3 coats. It is on the sheer side. But those gold flakes are very Oz. This is just like a perfect representation of the Wizard of Oz. And here you can see it with top coat. It's so pretty both ways. And of course on my pinky, I left it unmagnetized. Next up we have Flying Monkeys, and this one is inspired by the very first spell, Alphaba Cast. This is a sheer smoky blue base with blue aurora shimmer and a mix of blue metallic shreds, blue iridescent flakes, and black flakes. This one is an immediate yes for me. I absolutely love the blue shimmer, and I love the iridescent flakes in there. They are so pretty. This again has a sheer formulation, but it does build up quite nicely and the shimmer is very strong. So it kind of obscures any visible nail, but of course it definitely works as a topper too. If you want to layer it over a navy blue, that would be beautiful. A baby blue, a white, a black, you name it, it's gonna look fabulous. And now we're going to look at Defying Gravity, which is inspired by the most famous song in the musical. It's the duality of Alfie's and Galinda's friendship. This one has a mix of pink aurora shimmer with a green magnetic effect. And honestly, this one blew me away. I wasn't wowed by it in the bottle, but then I put it on my nail and it was sort of like this beautiful pinky green mix, almost like a kind of giving Christmas a little bit, but it was just really beautiful and interesting. Again, gorgeous formula, really delicate, very beautiful, and looks fabulous whether you decide to wear it with the cat eye effect or velvet. Whatever you choose, this one is going to be beautiful. It is sheer, so I will recommend definitely 3 coats regardless of how you choose to wear it. And you can see it definitely deepens when you build it up in 3 coats. And I can't wait for you to see this one because again, these colors shift around beautifully and the magnetic effect is totally mesmerizing. And again, did not magnetize the pinky. Now we're gonna look at Glinda the Good, which I knew I would love, and I did. It's inspired by Galinda's new name after Dr. Dilliman's arrest. Wow, this sounds like a wild trip, this musical. Anyway, it has a peachy, corally, crelly base with blue shimmer, and this one is 100% up my alley. I actually applied one coat and then started admiring my nails, so I'm the kind of girl who would wear this in one coat and go out with my day with a one coat on. But of course, it does look beautiful when you build it up, so I am going to show it in 3 coats for anyone who's curious. And I will recommend top coat because it does dry down a little bit dull, but this has got like a squishy kind of marshmallow quality to it that I absolutely love. Here we have Wonderful, and Wonderful is inspired not only by the song, but by the memories the wizard shares with Elfie and her hope to fit in and be accepted. This polish has an emerald base with a green to teal aurora shimmer and a mix of silver and green reflective glitters. This one has a fantastic formula and fantastic opacity. I think most people will be satisfied with this in 2. And it is very Oz, very Wizard of Oz, very beautiful, very emerald. And the reflective glitter actually goes on pretty smoothly. As you can see, it does dry a bit textured, but this one will probably be okay with just 1 layer of top coat. It's super sparkly and just perfect for the Wizard of Oz. Now we're going to look at Couldn't Be Happier, which is inspired by the moment where Glinda is celebrating the Glinda way and has everything she's ever wanted, but realizes that in the process, she lost what she valued the most. This shade has a beige crelly base with copper aurora shimmer and silver reflective glitter. Now this one is packed with reflective glitter, so it's textured almost immediately upon application. But it does cover really well in 2 coats, but it's definitely going to need maybe 1, maybe 2 coats of top coat. As you can see, super textured, so definitely going to top coat that baby. And this is a really beautiful shade. I don't tend to wear polishes like this, but I did really like this one on my nails. Now we have I'm Not That Girl, which is inspired by the triangle between Elphaba, Fiyero, and Glinda, and who he chooses in the end. This shade has a pink magnetic effect with pink reflective glitters and a green glow in the dark effect. Now I really love this color. It kind of, that sort of frosty pinky can be kind of like I don't want to be ageist, but it just kind of has like an old vibe to it. But this is a really beautiful take on the polish, and I absolutely love it. Like, trust me, I would wear the heck out of this. And also the fact that it has glow in the dark is so cool, as you're going to see. I was really impressed by this one. Again, can't decide if I prefer it velvet or with a cat eye, but it looks fabulous either way. I keep saying fabulous and I don't know why. It's just like the only word that's coming to my head today as a descriptor. But this, again, textured because of the reflective glitter, but top coat will smooth it out, and it looks so pretty. I can't wait for you to see it glowing in the dark. Now we're going to take a look at Wicked, which is inspired by Elfie and Fiero's moment, where she says for the first time she feels wicked. This one has a green sheer base with light green reflective glitters, red to green shimmer, and red to green flakes. This one, at first glance, I wasn't sure how I'd feel about it, but spoiler alert, it is one of my favorites in the collection. It's really beautiful and maybe just perfect for the fall season. It's so interesting, unlike anything else I have in my collection or have had before. The formula is really good. There is a lot going on, but it goes on very evenly despite all of that. And I will recommend 3 coats just to get the most out of that base color and the coverage, and definitely recommend a really, really thick layer of top coat, but likely a glitter grabber and quick dry top coat just to get the smoothest possible finish, which will totally be worth it in the end, because this is stunning. As you can see, even just putting on that top coat brings out this green that you can't see when it's dull and textured. So this one is really special and so beautiful. Now we have No Good Deed Goes Unpunished. This one is inspired by the final moments where, filled with bitterness that her heart and power couldn't affect the change she wanted in Oz, she says she's done. And I don't know who that is, so there's no spoilers, I guess. This is an indigo base with purple reflective glitter and an emerald magnetic effect. This one definitely has a finale wow factor to it, and we do have one extra special shade, but what a collection. Wow. This one, absolutely stunning. It is sheer, but it builds up beautifully, and I love the colors in here. This is totally magical and would be a great candidate for layering if you don't want to build it up in too many coats on its own because it is sheer. You could definitely layer this in 2 coats over a deeper cream and you'd get opacity faster. The reflective glitter in here isn't too heavy, so it's not overly textured, but I still recommend good glossy top coat, but you'll likely only need 1 coat instead of 2, which we might have seen for a few of the other ones in the collection that were a little heavier handed on the reflective glitter. and I really was mesmerized by this. It's so beautiful. I love the green with the pink, very witchy, very fun, perfect kind of culmination for the entire collection. And look how pretty it is in the sun. Last but not least, we have Emerald City, which is the Black Friday exclusive gift with purchase. This is an upgraded version of an initial shade called Emerald City that by Dany Vianna created, and it has a mix of emerald metallic glitters and teal to emerald aurora shimmer. And those glitters are also just like super holographic. This one is wild. It's packed with so much shimmer. It goes on beautifully, and there's really so much going on in here that it's going to distract from any visible nail line. On my short nails, it covered well in two. You could definitely use this as a topper over black. It would really make the greens pop. But I am a huge fan of it the way it is. It will be a bit difficult to remove because of the metallic glitter, but surprisingly, one layer of top coat smoothed it out quite well. And just a note on this, you will receive it when you spend over $30 US between Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So I did have quite a few favorites, and there are so many polishes in this collection. It's honestly, there's definitely something for everybody, but Wicked was immediately one of the ones that stood out because there's so much going on, but it has this beautiful magical quality to it. Green, it's kind of like a camo nail polish. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I also really liked Out of the Goodness of My Heart. There was so much going on in there too, but I thought it looked really pretty in regular lighting. And then of course the glow in the dark effect was just so strong. It really blew me away and impressed me. Another pick is Elfie. It's just so pretty. I personally like wearing it on its own, but of course it would be gorgeous layered. It's very sparkly. It's kind of reminiscent of like a unicorn pea kind of pigment. I don't think it is, but it's so sparkly and ethereal and beautiful. Glinda the Good might not be the most exciting polish, but for me, it's just one of the ones that spoke to me the most. I thought it was so beautiful, very delicate, and very wearable. I'm also going to shout out Nessa because it's ridiculously holographic, and I'm always, always, always happy to accept another super holographic polish into my collection. So let me know in the comments what you think of the collection. Let me know if you are a fan of the musical or if you've seen it, read the book, excited for the movie, all of it, any of it. Let me know. And I guess that's it for me in this video. Have a great day wherever you are, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye.